Hi, my name is Alyse. I'm an environmental artist working in pen and watercolor. I am originally from California, but I currently live in Iceland. I'd like to show you guys 3 pieces that I've done on ARCHES paper. I use their watercolor hot press paper because it has that nice smooth finish. And that's what allows me to use both of my mediums, both pen and watercolor at the same time. This one I finished just a few days ago. For my technique, I draw with pen and then I paint with watercolor on top of that. And then I use white acrylic for highlights and other tones. ARCHES works really well for me because it works with all 3 of my mediums. The hot press is great for pen, the watercolor paper is nice and heavy and thick and supports both watercolor and acrylic. I use ARCHES hot press watercolor paper. It is my absolute favorite because it has a smooth finish, so it's perfect for pen, but it's also heavy enough to use as watercolor. And it comes in a ton of different sizes. I think a lot of artists have the moment that I had when I first encountered ARCHES paper, which is that I was using really cheap paper before, and I thought that's fine, you know, it works. But then I decided to treat myself, and I chose a pad of ARCHES paper. And it's just one of those moments where you're like, oh, it really does make a huge difference. And I've been using ARCHES paper ever since because I realized that my work deserves that. And so does yours, so does every artist. Every artist deserves to give the best that they can give to their work. And that best is ARCHES. If I had to sum up ARCHES in one word, that word would actually be end. Because it's the end of trying to figure out which paper is the best, which paper you should choose. It's just the end of all that. It's the end of all the worries of, well, maybe there's something that works better. It's always going to be ARCHES. No matter what your medium, it's the end. He agrees.